My name is Sarah Taylor. I own a business in Mingarra Recreational Club, Sapphire Hair Design, a hair salon. I'm a mother of 2 beautiful children. I carry the BRCA2 genetic default. I've had a double mastectomy, and I also carry the SPS bowel genetic default, and I am going through a bowel cancer journey at the moment. So my great-grandmother, grandmother and mother have all had breast cancer. My great-grandmother and grandmother have both passed away. My mother has had a double mastectomy, hysterectomy, pretty much a lot of her organs removed. She is still with us, which is great. And then we were tested for a genetic default. We were told at first that we wouldn't have the gene, but unfortunately it came back that we are carriers. So what that means is, as a BRCA2 carrier, I have a 96% chance of getting breast cancer at certain points in my life. It can go down to 83% at other points. International Women's Day is really important to me. I actually grew up with just my mother as my main parent, so she really carved the path for me and showed me that women can play a very essential role in the business and taking that role of being a mother and a father and do everything else that any man or woman can do. When I first got diagnosed with the BRCA2 genetic default, my husband just said to me, it's an absolute bump in the road, but it's something that we'll overcome together. He's never made me feel like it's something I've had to do on my own. And I think that's the biggest thing with people going through a cancer journey. It's the people that are around them that push them on, that help them to sort of keep going and keep that sort of high spirit. But if I didn't have the right team of women behind me, it would be impossible. So the team that I have are amazingly supportive, and at home as well, my husband is fantastic. Men as well play a very vital part for women's health and for women to move forward. I love that a sporting team, especially that is all male, like the Mariners, that get behind women's health, because sometimes it may even take that one husband who's sitting there at the soccer watching the Mariners to go home to their wife and say, hey, aren't you complaining about like having a sore breast or whatever, you should pop into the doctors. It's getting not only women but men to acknowledge that it's everywhere and we can't just go along ignoring the signs. And we know life is busy, but you know, men as well play a very vital part for women's health and for women to move forward. So by showing that support is just amazing. Cancer Council has provided a very strong role in my family. When my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, they provided a lot of support for us and a lot of support groups for my mum, which was fantastic. And then when I went through my double mastectomy journey, the Cancer Council came in, they offered some counselling, fitting for new bras, which is quite a lot when you've had a double mastectomy. And also even a service just to help clean your house. And when you have 2 small children and have had such a big surgery, small things like that make such a difference. So the Cancer Council, they need all the support we can give them, because the support they give people like us is just amazing.